Hello to everyone from the world of Zone News. Thank you for choosing us. Our video today is about the 2023 Kia Telluride. You will make us happy by watching the video until the end. 2023 Kia Telluride First Drive, a popular SUV is better and outdoors. Telluride is getting much needed tech updates and marketing-friendly terrain variants. How good was Kia's Telluride anyway? When talking about the Telluride developed for 2023 when it launched earlier this year, we defaulted to mocking the Hunger Games style warfare that people had to endure to buy one. Since 2019, the three-row SUV's sleek design, spacious and luxurious interior, and knockout value have caused shoppers to sell almost one, with many dealers paying for profitability or securing its place on a factory order basis. And this is all because of the industry-wide shortage of parts following the COVID-related supply shocks of a similar experience. Among its few flaws was the only seamless in-car technology, which now takes a big step forward thanks to dual 12.3-inch screens that share a single elegantly curved glass panel. This is the same basic setup found on Kia's new EV6 electric crossover, with fast graphics and fast touch responses, and it replaces the old Telluride's analog gauges and 10.3-inch touchscreen. It also includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It makes good use of the extra screen space by stretching your phone by projecting it over a larger area, rather than fitting CarPlay into a vaguely phone-shaped section of the screen, as the old Telluride did. We wish there was more configurability, especially for the instrument cluster display. Second, it offers 4 similar views of simulated analog tachometer and speedometer gauges, depending on each driving mode, or if you can find the menu on the central touchscreen, a dynamic option that combines digital readouts with a minimalist aesthetic and little animation. Telluride in the center. Activate the new standard Highway Assist 1.5 system or the optional version 2.0 that adds automatic lane changing, and the small Telluride on the screen is surrounded by lines that turn green when the lane centering automatic steering function is activated. As a result, the new screens bring an otherwise unchanged touch of modernity to the cabin, apart from some repositioned vents and USB-C ports that have sprouted in place of regular USBs in all 3 rows of seats. These USB port locations include the backrests of the front seats, for example, to easily charge iPads while the children in the back are watching. The only exterior changes are new wheel designs, revised bumpers, and a new grille for each trim level. Kia hasn't offered a consistent reason why it removed the Telluride's signature and hugely popular amber LED headlight surrounds, but we have to guess. The only other Kia with this feature is the K5 sedan, formerly known as the Optima. We think the K5 is probably not tall for this world, so Telluride is abandoning its only visual connection with it in favor of a new headlight design similar to the upcoming EV9 electric SUVs. We split our driving time with the 2023 Kia Telluride between an SX Prestige X-Line that adopts some of the same styling as the X Pro but uses 20-inch wheels and street tires, and replaces last year's Nightfall edition, and an X Pro both on the road and off-road. As before, the Pearl Telluride lineup also includes the entry-level LX as well as S, EX, and SX skins. X-Line app is available on EX, SX, and SX Prestige. With no hardware changes, the Telluride SX X-Line drove almost exactly the same as last year's Nightfall. We drove a 2022 Nightfall edition from Dallas to San Antonio for the 2023 driving event and provided an excellent back-to-back comparison. We detected slightly lower road noise on the 2023 model, but the Telluride remains a bit noisy when inside. The new Highway Assist 2.0 system worked well and keeps the SUV in its lane better than last year's version. 2. Automatic lane change. Press the turn signal lever and the car changes lanes left or right if there is space. Worked as advertised. With the center coupling locked and traction control defeated, the scenic and Kia build climbed mostly smoothly through the Texas countryside. The Kia Telluride's relatively limited wheel articulation, it has fully independent suspension and has a long wheelbase, meant we occasionally found ourselves bobbing on 2 or 3 wheels. Such situations are exciting, as long as you maintain the forward momentum, but they don't slow Telluride. During a photo shoot, we accidentally slowed ourselves down too much while diagonally climbing a steep, short ramp, and we were perfectly balanced at the front left and right rear, and the right front and left rear were barely muddy. Without locking the front or rear differentials or an ostensibly brake-based torque distribution protocol, Kia's open differentials allow two tires to spin without consequences with less purchase. Without getting out of the drive, we were able to relax, let the Kia take a step back, and sped over the obstacle a little faster. Big credit is given to Telluride's well-chosen rubber, a set of Continental all-terrain tires that, at least when pressed into the terrain properly, provide a solid grip on the ground. The generous sidewall height of the bouncing tires on the trails help the X-Pro's lifted suspension absorb bumps and bumps quietly and comfortably. These sturdy tires also prove quieter and softer on pavement than the 20-inch tires on the X-Line. While a 3-row Jeep Grand Cherokee L and its available low-range gear and height-adjustable air suspension would show the Telluride its taillights off-road, the X-Pro seemed to tackle the moderate challenges Kia posed. We look forward to comparing the car-based Telluride's X-Pro effort with other new all-terrain vehicles in the segment, namely the Ford Explorer Timberline, Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek, and the upcoming Honda Pilot Trail Sport.